Okay guys, here for the 1 through 5, the rest of the segments, the top 5 cards that are going to be the big impact cards. Number 5, we've got Smashing Ground. Where's that Smashing Ground at? Right there. Smashing Ground is going to be big because it went from 1 to 3. So that is going to have a huge impact on the game. First off, gadgets on the first round of regionals, gadgets saw a lot of play. It was mainly due to that. That's just simple 1-for-1 removal. This card, just its existence at 3 is going to make a huge impact in the game because there are so many cards, so many, I guess, big tributes and big synchros that kind of require a little bit of work to get out, and they're not going to be very playable now because decks like Glads and decks like gadgets and even Synchro Cat, these decks can run 2 to 3 copies of this. Stuff like Vanity's Fiend, you know, really great in previous formats, not great now. I can just play a smashing, kill all your hard work. I mean, a whole lot of synchros, you know, like Colossal Fighter, Armor Master. These cards are just not going to be so great anymore because smashing's at 3. You've already seen it. Glad's topping with 3 smashing grounds, gadgets topping with 3, cat topping with 2 smashing grounds. Just having it out there is gonna kill a lot of playability of a lot of synchros and big cards not named Stardust Dragon. It's gonna be big, guys. My number 4 card is Ryko. Ryko is freaking beast this format, and well, it's technically a beast. That wasn't even a joke attempt. Ryko's gonna be big, number 1, because Cat is back. So you're gonna see 2 copies of Ryko right there coming out of Flame Veil Cat, which is a tier 1 deck. It combos beautifully because of the new card Hamster. You flip Hamster over, or they attack it, you get a face down Ryko, which means you can flip Ryko, take out their monster, or even better, take out their back row, then just summon something and start synchroing. Lightsworn, as they lost 2 Luminas, they lost 3 Necros, or 2 Necros. They're going to start having to play fill-in monsters. A lot of Lightsworn have started playing 2 Rykos because Ryko is just, it's great. It's just a good card. First turn Ryko set is one of the best moves in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! And you're even seeing Monarchs doing it just because Hamster is so good and makes Ryko so much more viable outside of where you would generally see Ryko. Ryko can kill any spell or trap. It's just ridiculous. The fact that it kills traps is really what makes Ryko an all-star and MVP. Number 3, coming in at the number 3 spot, Trap Stun. If you saw if you saw a lot of the first round regionals or the first batch of regionals top decks, you'll see that this card's in like every single GB that top. This joint is beast because it's better than Decree because Glads do run a lot of traps. It won't lock down your traps as well. You really only need to lock down those traps for a quick minute, and it makes your Gryzaris plays and your Hurt plays, all your Prisma plays, it makes them so safe. I mean, basically the only way they can counter it is book. They flip over Oppression, they flip over Torrential, they flip over Mirror Force. You just trap stun them, lock those down, and you still have your Chariots and stuff set for the next turn. It's also big for like Cat. They can do their Arcanite plays. Every deck is going to be using this, you know, especially post Starlight Road, just so that they can get their biggest, most explosive plays off without having to worry about you countering them with your traps. And the fact that it doesn't have a light point cost like my body, and the fact that it can work on 3 back rows is really the beauty of it. Trap Stun's going to be really, really big. You can believe that. Coming at the number 2 spot, Cyber Dragon. You knew Cyber Dragon was going to be on this list, and if you don't, then you just obviously are not playing this card game right. Cyber Dragon is big. It moved from 1 to 2, which first off, that's kind of cool because you can Future Fusion Cyber Twin Dragon now. Second off, Cyber Dragon is so good against so many decks. I'm not saying you should main deck it and everything, but it should be in a lot of side decks. First off, Cyber Dragon is a Glad Beast Destroyer. Only thing they have in that deck that can really get over Cyber Dragon, or can't even get over Cyber Dragon, is a 2100 Laquari. You can bump heads with it. You can smash over any other Glad. You play against gadgets. You summon Cyber Dragon, then you take their little gadget or their Cyber Dragon or whatever dumb machine they have on the field. Make a quick Chimera Fortress Dragon for a free +1. So it counters that. Cyber Valley has been picking up a whole lot of play in a lot of decks. It counters Cyber Valley well. Cyber Dragon is going to be good because not only is it just a really big beater that gets over stuff, but Chimera Fortress is going to be seen so much because for some reason machines are just really seeing a whole lot of play. Cyber Dragon should be in a lot of side decks right now. And my number one pick for big impact card is Cold Wave. Cold Wave because Glads are so good right now. They're either the first or second best deck right now. You see, it's the same exact premise with Trap Stun. Lockdown, magic, and traps. This is only more amplified when Starlight Road comes out. Cold Wave simply allows you to do your most explosive plays. You saw it 2 formats ago when Synchro Cat was playing the living hell out of it. You saw it, what it did for games. You know, you could do your monk, you could make your Arcanite plays and just rape your opponent's field, and they couldn't do anything because they were locked down. All those back row that they had didn't mean a damn thing. You can drop Archlord Christie on your head. Decks are going to be main decking like you know, a lot of magic and trap hate, and Cold Wave is probably the bee's knees of it. And it really sucks if you're a Blackwing duelist, man, because you're just gonna have to deal with it. Cold Wave is going to be played a lot, but Cold Wave will be a big factor in this format, I promise you. So that's it, guys. That's my my 5 through 1 of the top. You guys might agree, you might disagree. Probably most people will disagree. I'm gonna be shooting a couple more videos, so peace, stay frosty.